Hello there. Are you a candle maker and you love making candles? Then I would like to share with you epic fails that I discovered so that you can avoid them. Number one, whatever wax you choose to use, whether you use soy, paraffin, which is way not good for you, beeswax, I use soy because it is the most healthy to burn. It doesn't mix well with fake color hacks and with fake smell hacks. If you use your wax and you mix it with fake smells, it won't last. The smell won't last. If you use your wax and you mix it with fake colors, like I use Crayola crayons and break those off and put those in, they melt well, they color your wax well, but when the wick burns down into the wax, it does not continue burning and it smolders. So in your wax, keep it pure. Otherwise, it won't burn. It won't burn. Second thing I learned is short wicks. I put the wood wicks in because they burn so well. And then with my fancy dancy cutter, I cut them down way too short and they didn't burn. They didn't burn because they were cut too short, and they didn't burn because the wax was contaminated mixture. It had the crayon wax in it as well. That did not allow it to burn. So avoid that at all costs. Number three, the scent hacks. The scent, when you put your oils in, your fragrances, your oils, if they're fresh, they'll work well. If you get those oil wax scents that you put on the burners, they're not going to burn well in your candle wax. They are a mixture in the pure wax, and they are not going to allow your wax to burn well. I've tried it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So maybe it'll work better for you, but it did not work well for me in those cheats. Another thing is the containers. I have had great success with pillar candles, with any kind of shape. You put your soy in any kind of candle shape you want. It really isn't a problem. The only problem is some of the pillars, if they have different shapes on them, you have to spray the inside of the container. So after they dry, within, they say 8 hours, but I usually wait a whole day. If you roll on the table, but if you spray the inside just with cooking spray, regular cooking spray, those pillar candles will come right out. Or any other thing you spray with the cooking spray, it will come right out. So be sure on your containers, if you're going to remove the wax when it's hardened, that you spray the inside. That will work, I promise, because that oil helps it to come loose. I've learned that the process of candle making is just that. It is a process. And every time I make candles, I learn something new. I avoid something from the last time and I do something new. So don't be discouraged if you, in fact, are finding that you're changing each time you make. That means you're learning. That's good. It's a process and we have to commit to that. And lastly, there are many things that you do to your candles that make them look really good. Like I wound up giving some candles away. They looked good. I thought they had the right scent in them, the candle, everything was right. And then I tried my burning at home and I went, oh my God, it's all mixture. It doesn't burn well. So there are sometimes candles look good, but they won't burn or they don't smell. And those are fails that we have to learn from. Okay, sorry to my friends and family that I gave candles to that didn't burn, but next time will be better. Okay, so all of that to say that these epic candle fails we're all going to have, but there's a lesson in it for you and I. You and I are supposed to be the light of the world. You're supposed to be the light of the world. I'm supposed to be the light of the world. And with mixture in our lives, we are not going to shine. And with short wicks, if there's no point of contact where God can light our fire, so to speak, we will not burn. If we don't have fresh anointing, fresh presence, we will not smell. We will not give off his color if we don't have a fresh relationship with him. And we might look good to other people, but if we don't have the love and light of God in our life, it don't matter because we're not going to smell right. We're not going to look right. and we're not going to bring light, because you and I are meant to be the light of the world. And it's a process. So don't get discouraged. We are learning to be the light, just like I'm learning to be a better candle maker.